Beautiful people, thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the May 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Capricorn. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go ahead and hop in and get started, Capricorn. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at what's coming for the month of May. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. At the end, we'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But again, let's go back to column number 1, what's wrapping up and coming to a close. So starting out with a summary affirmation card here, we have the card, I feel alone. Capricorn, I think this could have gone either direction for some of you. Potentially there was like a plan that got canceled, or maybe like your spouse or significant other is out of town, or your friend's out of town. So like you might have actually been alone. Some of you may have just taken this time to kind of lay low though, and I like that energy as well. So kind of seems like it's one or the other there. But let's see what messages we've got. First we have the Tower card. The Tower card I like to explain to people. So this is like a card of unwanted change. But when I explain this, I always say like A, B, C happened and D, E, F. You plan for A, B, C to happen and D, E, F ends up happening, Capricorn. So it's not necessarily something you wanted, but it kind of just happened. So in the case of being alone, like maybe again, if your spouse was out of town, that travel was kind of unexpected, or a friend canceled plans last minute, or maybe there was like an unexpected separation, so it was maybe not what we wanted, but it led us to that kind of point. The next card that we have is the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands, anytime we have an ace card, it's a card of newness. This is typically new project, new inspiration, new urge to create. I feel like in this downtime you did something really fun though, which is neat. You might have done like painting or some sort of art or craft, picked up a new hobby, read a book, used this time creatively, and it actually ended up like being enjoyed. So this quiet time, this alone time, you used in a crafty way, but it was a positive way too. And then at the bottom here we have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is a card of having lots of different things going on, but it's very non-committal. So again, I feel like plans got canceled at the last minute, or somebody backed out when you weren't expecting them to back out. So it's like they broke the commitment that kind of led to this alone time, it seems here, Capricorn. Okay. So let's see what we have for clarifiers. Up first we have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is a card of needing to rest, retreat, renew, recover. Again, you really used this downtime well. It was quiet time. It kind of renewed your energy. You kind of just needed time to chill and do something you enjoy, and that's what happened here, Capricorn. The next card that we have is the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is a card of keeping and maintaining boundaries. Interestingly enough, I feel like after you started like doing whatever this activity was, then maybe you did get an invite to other plans and you're like, no, I'm good. I'm going to stay home and do this. So that's kind of the energy that I'm getting. So it's like you had plans or you had something lined up with somebody and it didn't work out, didn't go through. And then there was another offer and you're like, no, I'm just going to do what I'm doing. So then it's like, I see you saying no then, Capricorn. And at the bottom here we have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords has a couple different meanings, but this is a card of like isolation, again, alone time. So not a bad last few weeks. It seems like you enjoyed your time alone, so I like that for you, Capricorn. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to just what's coming for May. we have a summary affirmation card of I will fight. So I don't necessarily love the fight card, but it's kind of the nature of the world we live in. Like, I think when I see it, I just wish things were easier for people, but that's often not the case. So, but the nice thing about the fight card is like, it's something we care about enough to fight for. Something we really want enough to fight for it. So there's something you'll be pushing for, something you'll be fighting for. Again, maybe it's not as easy as we would like it to be, but we care enough to make the effort. So let's see what messages we've got here. First up, we have the Four of Coins or the Four of Pentacles. This is a card of desire for long-term security. So this is something that you want that you don't have currently, hence why we are fighting for it. The next card that we have is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is very confident. What I'm getting from this is like, it's very, very clear that you want this. It's never like been a waiver or a question if this is something that you've wanted. So again, very confident and clear in what you are fighting for. And then at the bottom here, we have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords, this is kind of coming through as conflict. This can be something as like theft, betrayal, dishonesty. But I feel like this is more so like the challenge. This is the thing that you have to fight past to get that thing that you want. So it could be theft, betrayal, dishonesty, any of those things, but this is more so the obstacle. This is what you're fighting through to get to that long-term desire there. Taking a look at our clarifiers here, Capricorn, up first we have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is a card of having a lot of different things going on. If you look at this card, there's something different in each cup. So it's going to be a little busy, it's going to be a little crazy. That in itself is kind of adding to the fight just because you're having to juggle and do multiple things at once. This can be non-committal energy, but in this case it's quite the opposite. Again, we're very clear, laser focused, locked in on what we want to accomplish here. It's just, again, not the easiest path because there's different things happening. The next card that we have though is the Knight of Swords. If you take a look at the Knight of Swords, both the horse and rider are moving really quickly here. I like this because it means that things are moving. You're making forward progress, you're getting to where you need to go, and you're actually going to make progress a little bit quicker than you think you are, Capricorn. And then at the bottom here, you have the Seven of Swords on top of the Seven of Swords. Typically, I love when this happens, but I don't necessarily love these two cards together because it's not the most positive meaning. But again, this is like the obstacle, the thing that we have to overcome to keep fighting forward. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. Starting out with a quick money message for you here. Money should be first invested into your physical, mental, and spiritual growth and development. Without the health and well-being of these three, there is no purpose for money. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money. First, we have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is a card of some sort of obstacle, some sort of challenge. This feels like an isolated issue. Like perhaps there's a disagreement on how to execute on a project, or maybe even something like a schedule disagreement. Like you thought they were going to get this day off and they gave the day off to somebody else, but it does feel like there is some sort of isolated issue there. The next card that we have is the Lovers card, and I know you're probably like, well, why is the Lovers card in the money column? Sometimes that happens to us. Typically the love card is a love card. The Lovers card is a love card, but this can also be a card of partnership. This could be a card of strength together. I feel like we do need to figure out whatever this issue is. We need to talk it through. This partnership is much more important or significant than whatever this is that's happening. At the bottom here, we have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is kind of a dark and gloomy card. It's typically feeling like you're in a low place. This is 50-50 split. I feel like some of you are not particularly happy with work and some of you are not particularly in a great situation financially. So we're going to clarify that and hopefully see some sort of shift there though. But let's see what we got. First, we have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is another love card, and similar to what we were talking about with the Lovers card, this card has a meaning of partnership. So again, the partnership needs to come above or before whatever this conflict is. This relationship, this partnership is too important to let there be an issue, let there be a conflict. Again, this is just an isolated thing, so we want to make sure we squash it or resolve whatever is happening here. The next card that we have is the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is a card of being very patient. This is new job, raise, some sort of money news. I like this because, again, in the Ten of Swords down there, you're kind of sitting in a low spot. So this is an indicator of some sort of new opportunity or new money coming in. I will say, though, that this partnership seems to be moving with that opportunity. So you're going to have to be really careful, again, to make sure we correct that relationship, because somehow this partnership seems connected to this new opportunity. So keep that in mind. And then at the bottom here, we have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is about being solid, practical, and wise. I like this because I do think that things are going to level out, but the quickest way to get yourself out of this hole, especially for those of you that are struggling financially, is just be making solid, practical, wise money decisions. So don't splurge on the new pair of shoes, save the money, pay down the credit card debt, maybe do a staycation instead of a true vacation. So just be smart with money, and that's going to be helping you get to a better financial situation. But then this new money coming in, of course, will help as well. The King of Pentacles can also be a card of investment. So there could be a new investment that I think will really pay off, and that too will kind of secure or improve your financial situation. Okay, now moving on, let's take a look at our love column. Quick love message to start us off. It says, power, you instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love here, Capricorn. First, we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords indicates a quick change that's coming. I do think for some of you, you're going to be entering into a new relationship, and it's going to kind of come out of the blue. It could be a reunion as well, or you could be getting engaged like relatively quickly. Like maybe you haven't been dating that long, but I do feel like maybe some of you will get engaged or married. But it's like there's some quick love movement happening here. The next card that we have is the Knight of Cups. So knights back to back here. The Knight of Cups is like Prince or Princess Charming. It's like knight in shining armor type vibes. Very romantic, very proposal-like, very charming. So again, I feel like there's this new relationship, and it's very striking, like think knight in shining armor type vibes. Or again, that advancement, proposal, marriage, engagement, that sort of thing. Then up next, we have our Nine of Coins or Nine of Pentacles. This is like kind of like the life of luxury. This relationship feels very comfortable. I think, I hate to say this, but for some of you, this relationship is financially beneficial, and I'm not saying that's a reason to be in a relationship, but it does seem to be financially beneficial, which again feels like a weird message, but I'm just passing it out there. But there's a lot of gains in this relationship, and that's really what's more important than the money piece of this. There are a lot of gains and potentially some money gains here. But let's take a look and see what other messages I can give you. Up top, we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is very healing, very nurturing, very supportive. This relationship has such good traits. You feel supported, you feel loved. This is helping heal maybe some not very good relationships in the past. The next card we have is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is a card of new love or advancement of love, so I'm not surprised to see this. Typically new love, so a lot of you again entering into a new relationship, but that could also be an advancement of love. At the bottom here we have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is a card of generosity. And again, this relationship just has so much to offer. There's so much to gain here. So I like to see that. I don't think I've ever said that before. Okay, Capricorn, moving on. Now let's look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. First, we have our summary affirmation card of I am cherished. I like to see this, and I'm not at all surprised just coming off of that love reading that we just had. But you are valued, cherished, loved by those around you. Make sure you're cherishing yourself, and then those around you will also cherish you there, Capricorn. But let's see what we're working with. First, we have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is very strategic, very intentional. It's very long-term. So we're going on to kind of a new long-term journey here. I do think this is career-related. I think this is maybe an expansion of that Page of Pentacles, but we'll see where this goes. I think you're about to take a new job or go to a new company, and it feels very safe, feels very secure, feels very long-term. The Ace of Coins definitely supports that. New job, raise, promotion, investment, some sort of new income. So this is the new money, and again, it seems like it's here to stay. And then at the bottom here, we have the Justice card. This is like saying all the hard work finally paid off. You're being recognized, you're being appreciated. This could also be like a court settlement too, that's driving in some new money. But let's take a look at our clarifiers here. Up first, we have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is very active, it's new, it's energizing. Not only is this long-term opportunity, it's something we're actually excited about. Not everybody gets to do work that excites them, but that seems like that is the case here. Like I said, it's something you're genuinely interested and excited in. The next card that we have is the High Priestess. The High Priestess is all about trusting your intuition, trusting your gut. Anytime we go into something new, there's always unknowns. We never know exactly what we're going to get. The High Priestess is here to guide and support you on this path to this new money. And at the bottom here, we have the Fool card. Again, not surprised to see this just with the Ace of Cups, new card. Then we have the Fool card, which is fresh hope, taking chances, new paths, adventures, beginning. So I really like that. And again, you'll be very valued, cherished, appreciated there. Okay, now let's take a look. I'm going to give you the opportunity, Capricorn, to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use the Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of it really quick. But question number 1 is the 9 of Spades. This is number 41 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2 is the Queen of Spades. This is number 42 card. That's going to be a yes. And question number 3 is the Queen of Diamonds. This is number 12 card. That's going to be a yes. So yeses across the board there for you. We're also going to pull a card from our Healing Stones deck, which is a crystal to keep with you through the month of May. Your crystal this month is Rose Quartz, which is good for softness, love, self-love, gentle but firm, lots of love energy, Capricorn. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your healing note says, there's something beautiful about all scars of whatever nature. A scar means the hurt is over, the wound is closed, healed, and done with. Thank you so much, Capricorn, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Capricorn, and I hope you have a wonderful May.